What the fuck did I just watch? I think I need bleach for my eyes. Welcome back, programs. It's your hand-drawn boy back with a review of TRON Ares. How do you fuck up so bad, though? Help me understand this level of failure. Flop after flop after flop. Disney still finds new ways to desecrate another legendary IP from my childhood. I have a fucking Tron poster on my wall right here. So how the fuck did they take a franchise with everything going for it and bend it over so hard that even the Coke machine is starting to malfunction? I am about to explain why TRON Ares is less than 0.0 and 0.1. A cinematic glitch. A fucking error code disguised as a movie. Let's go.
Tron, what have you become?
I'm someone who loves Tron. The idea of simulation theory, of living inside a digital world within a world. It's beautiful, otherworldly, philosophical. It pushes the boundaries of imagination. Tron inspired generations of sci-fi, gaming, and storytelling, including me. This whole theme was explored even deeper in the TV series Reboot. 3 seasons and a 4th that still left us on a cliffhanger. But it was absolutely avant-garde for its time. The first ever CG series, even before Toy Story. The premise? Sentient programs living inside your computer's mainframe, literally rebooting themselves into the NPCs we fight whenever we load up a game. And they do it to save their system. Mainframe. Every time we beat a game, it damages their world. So they step in. They fight back. They protect mainframe. It's a genius concept, executed flawlessly. It also paid homage to all types of media for its time, and Season 3 was so dark and gritty, the UK actually banned it. On a fucking cliffhanger too, that left me hanging for years to see the ending. Then came TRON Uprising, a series that absolutely slapped. A series that featured the main man himself, Bruce Boxleitner as Tron, Olivia Wilde cameos as Quorra, but also a phenomenal collective of talent, including Elijah Wood, Lance Henriksen, Aaron Paul, and even Trisha Helfer. The whole thing is stylistically perfect, gorgeous animation, 19 immaculate episodes with intense stories, meaningful arcs, and villains who actually had layers. Paige, for example, her tragic backstory and that subtle romantic tension with Beck, top-tier content. Joseph Trapanese went off on the soundtrack, Daft Punk level quality, pulling cues from Legacy but expanding them into something bold and new. And here's the crazy thing. Adam Horowitz, who co-produced TRON Ares, was part of the Uprising team, and that version of Tron stayed true to Legacy. Uprising respected the IP. The final episode ends on one of the most agonizing cliffhangers ever put to screen, and I needed to see Tron's repurposing into Rinzler unfold. Even unfinished, it was magnificent. So tell me, how the fuck can Disney create an unfinished masterpiece on one hand, and on the other, pump out TRON Ares? Fast forward to TRON Ares. Jared Leto claims he spent 10 years getting this made. Yes, 10 years. For what? A straight-to-video looking mess? I've seen fan films better than this. I've seen AI-generated shorts with more vision and heart. If you're going to churn out something so fucking dogshit, so unbelievably disrespectful to fans of Tron like me, then why even bother making it? Do you really think you're capturing a new audience? There's already a rich, established lore and mythology, and you ignore all of it. Everything you needed was right there at your fingertips. Instead, you choose a pseudo spin-off with characters nobody knows, nobody cares about, and then you try to patch the wound with 7 minutes of hollow nostalgia bait with Flynn.
What the fuck?
0 references to Uprising, despite it having some of the best character building in the entire Tron universe. Not even Tesla. Not even Aaron Paul's Cyrus. Nothing. So seriously, why was this even made? Why? Then there's Eve. Who the fuck is Eve? Why should we care about this chick? I have zero investment in her character. Where is Tron? This is the first major failure of the film. And no, she's definitely not that Eve from Stellar Blade, because there is zero eye candy here. If you're going to make a female lead, at least make her interesting. Basic biology, basic audience psychology, especially for a mostly male fanbase. Make her unfathomably hot or irresistibly charismatic. Preferably both. Instead, we get... what? A visually bland, emotionally flat, thematically empty protagonist. A robotic performance tied to a dead sister we never see, with no depth, no stakes, and no chemistry with anyone on screen. What fucking story were you trying to tell here? Why should I care about her losing her sister? How did that loss reflect in her journey with Ares? Where was the payoff? What was the point? Then she's got this goofy, bumbling male sidekick. Because apparently we can't show a woman in a leading role without making every man around her look incompetent.
What? Huh?
Like, I hated this character. He doesn't belong in the Tron universe. He feels like he wandered in from a rejected Disney Channel pilot. So much time is spent on Eve and nothing is gained. No emotional outcome and not even a relationship with Ares. And honestly, not even a love story could have saved this, because there's zero chemistry. An alchemist couldn't muster anything up with these two. And then the worst part. That ending. Eve. The orange trees. The symbolism. The attempted Adam and Eve parallel. Completely fumbled. This isn't Tron. This is a placeholder protagonist in a movie that forgot what universe it belongs to. The only saving grace in this entire soundtrack is the pensive moments when Ares is talking to Zordon-looking head guy. Other than that, nothing stands out. No theme, nothing from the Comic-Con trailer, which actually had a theme. I believe there's one piano riff that alludes to it, but it's never utilized as the Comic-Con version was. Would a proper theme have saved the movie? Absolutely not. But at least it would have given this thing something, anything, beyond the generic, forgettable, pounding rhythms slapped onto every boring chase scene. And I'm still baffled how Uprising managed to produce a near Daft Punk level soundtrack. Joseph Trapanese delivered absolute excellence in that show. Even Wendy Carlos's classic Tron themes? They're in Ares, but barely. Almost like they were afraid to use the IP's own musical DNA. They hired the wrong people for this, straight up. I would have brought in Compiler Bow, VHS Glitch, Laserhawk, Carpenter Brut, Master Boot Record, literally anyone from the synthwave or electronic scene with a clue. Anything other than 9 Inch Nails sleepwalking through a project they clearly did not understand. Why didn't they use any characters from Uprising, the actual spin-off to Legacy, which, reminder, takes place entirely on the grid? Oh right, because apparently there are like 3 grids now. The original, Dillinger's, and ENCOM's. We're multiversing Tron, I guess. I mean, in an era of the internet, networked systems, cloud computing, AI, modern gaming, why didn't they explore any of that? This is where ReBoot, yes, ReBoot, was wildly ahead of its time. Honestly, maybe even further ahead than Tron ever was. You could have brought in real-life gaming companies, made it meta, made it relevant. But nah. And we barely even spend time on the grid. Most of the movie takes place in the bland, soulless real world. The only actual grid moment we get is when Ares is talking to that Andros/Zordon giant floating head, which, ironically, is one of the better moments in the whole film. It's also the only time the music actually fits, because it finally feels pensive, atmospheric, almost tragic. But the real tragedy here is that this film got made. Tron Ares isn't just a bad sequel, it's a corporate malpractice of creativity, a hollow echo of what Tron used to be. Disney needs an audit, a full creative purge, because whoever's calling the shots doesn't understand the legacy, the fans, or the art of storytelling. You had Tron, The Matrix, Reboot, pillars of digital era sci-fi, and you managed to learn nothing from any of them. So yeah, TRON Ares, a null value in cinema. And Disney, if you're watching this, you need me on your fucking creative team. I'll see you programs in the next one. Stay creative.